Welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal FC25 career mode here on the channel. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Over 80% of y'all that watch this aren't subscribed, so go hit that sub button for me. It helps me out a lot, one step closer to try earning some money on this channel so I can get better content out to y'all. We are 4-1 down in that first leg against Tottenham, so we need a massive performance. In the Premier League, we are now 9 points behind Manchester City after we just gave them their second loss of the season after beating them a total by 5-1. We absolutely kicked their ass. 5-1 win against Manchester City. It's unfortunate because now they're not going to lose a game for the rest of the season. And where's that? Oh, the mouse is on my screen. So yeah, we are now 9 points behind them. Champions League action, we are through to the top 8. So we are into the top 16 technically. So we skipped this playoff round of these fixtures. There are some more playoff rounds in the Europa League as well. I always forget it's R1, O1, not R2. And then obviously in the FA Cup, we have a game just after this Tottenham game against Aston Villa in that round as well, where we still have a lot of good teams in here. We still have Man United, we still have Newcastle, we obviously have Aston Villa up next, we have Chelsea, and I believe we still have Manchester City. We do still have Manchester City, where we obviously beat last round. We went ahead and beat Liverpool last round, so yeah, there's that. So we already knocked off one big massive club, and now we got to try and make the comeback, the impossible comeback here against Tottenham. Down 4-1 on aggregate over to Tottenham Stadium, where we have Martin Odegaard back in that starting lineup. Let's see what we can do. Arsenal versus Tottenham. Massive performance is needed here. Declan Rice switching the field over to Martinelli. Into Saka. And Bukayo Saka now on the ball. Bukayo Saka still on the ball. Bukayo Saka, his shot blocked out for a corner. Can we find Gabriel's header? Gabriel, no. Second ball. Gyökeres well over the bar. Declan Rice over the top. Saka. Martinelli. It's offside. I was hoping that actually went off to to Gyökeres. The clearance is poor, though. Heung-min back on the ball. Into Timo Werner. And it's 1-0 for Tottenham. Gyökeres is in behind. Vicario with the save. Out for a corner. Heung-min Son, and that's just game over. That's tie over. We are knocked out of the Carabao Cup, embarrassingly, to Tottenham. No final for us. We lose 7-1 on aggregate. That is a joke. Starting lineup, the only change we make here going into the Aston Villa game is Weaver getting that start as a defensive mid instead of Mikel Merino. Here we go. Let's see if we can win the FA Cup. I would like to win the FA Cup. If we can't win the Premier League, I'd rather win the FA Cup in Champions League. Calafiori, down to Bukayo Saka. It's a great ball into Gyökeres. And Gyökeres on his left foot. That's a beautiful finish in Gyökeres. Arsenal 1, Aston Villa 0. Martin Odegaard over the top for Bukayo Saka. Again, it's worked out last time. Let's see if we can work it again. Bukayo Saka crossed in. Nico. Declan Rice, Odegaard, Trossard. Gyökeres on his right foot. Oh my lord, that one skied it. Gyökeres fouled, edge of the box. This one is definitely Martin Odegaard territory, and this one could be Tyrone Mings-Gone, the captain for Aston Villa. Edge of the box. It's a reckless challenge. It's got to be a red card. I mean, it wasn't really reckless. It was just dumb. But this is Martin Odegaard territory if I've ever seen one. Martin Odegaard up and over the wall and down. Up and over the wall and down it is. Martin Odegaard 2. Arsenal 2. Aston Villa 0. And Martin Odegaard with the best free kick you won't see. It's not the best free kick at all. It's just a very good, decent free kick. The POV camera here, though, Martin Odegaard just absolutely edge of the D, over and under the wall. Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 0. Weifer out wide to Trossard. Trossard will cut back into Gyökeres. Gyökeres will lay it off for Saka. Saka first time finish on his weaker foot as well. Arsenal 3, Aston Villa 0. We're running right here. Aston Villa are horrible without Emiliano Martinez and their keeper. Morgan Rogers now. Oh my lord, he's trying to crawl themselves back into the game here. And he's going to come off for that. What the heck? Tactical change in the first half already. It was Morgan Rogers. He was coming off, so he did that. Saka foul, but we'll play on. Gyökeres over the top. Can he threat that over the top for Saka. No. Odegaard. It'll fall for Trossard. Shoot the ball, Tro. Saliba. Declan Rice. Martin Odegaard. He has the time. He has the space. He has the finish. Arsenal have 4 in the first half. Aston Villa. Where was this against Tottenham? Why couldn't we do this against Tottenham? Aston Villa are horrible. Arsenal are shining at the moment. I mean, look at this. Look at the finish. Oh my. Give me a POV of that one. Right here. Martin Odegaard just whips it past the defender. Whips it past the keeper. Absolutely no chance Olsen is saving that one. And we are going to go ahead and win this game so badly. I'm not going to jump to sim. I'm going to jump to the end. We win 6-0. We scored 2 in the second half with White scoring his first goal of the club. And Saka in the 84th minute. We are into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Before we get into any more games here, just look how many goals Gyökeres has in this season. 30 goals in the Premier League. This is just the Premier League. That's absolutely absurd. Haaland has 15. Heung-min Son is up next with 18. And Phil Foden obviously has 15 as well. But Victor Gyökeres, 30 goals here this season. He is the reason why we're doing so good. That is absolutely insane. I say we're doing so good. We're still second in the league behind Manchester City, 9 points. But that is absolutely absurd. Now, we do have Leicester City, who are currently in 14th. Calendar, we have West Ham. Are West Ham not in... I believe West Ham are like top 5, right? They're 8th. Okay, so I think we sim this Leicester game. We play West Ham. I think that is what we do. That is what we will do. We will go ahead and simulate through this Leicester City game. Hopefully get the win off of simulation and jump into that West Ham game. Martinelli in the 43rd minute opens the scoring here. 1-0 to the Arsenal. A boring 1-0 win, but a win nonetheless. We need Manchester City to drop points, but honestly, I'd never see that happening anymore. I don't see them dropping points unless they lose to Liverpool, maybe. That's the only way. I kind of want to see the playoff rounds first. Let's see. So, Feyenoord knocked off Barcelona. That's interesting. Atletico Madrid knocked off Club Brugge. I expected. PSV knocked off Leverkusen. I said that could be interesting. I also said this one could be interesting between Aston Villa. But honestly, this one's a lot closer than I thought it was after playing Aston Villa in the FA Cup. Inter Milan struggled there. Celtic take care of business against Bologna. RB Leipzig knock off AC Milan. Lille knock off Atalanta. And Stade Brestois 29 beat Dundalk on penalties. That is unfortunate. I kind of want Dundalk in the round 16. Who do we get in the round 16? We actually get the team that beat Dundalk. Stade Brestois 29. So we get a very easy round 16 fixture there. Celtics versus Juventus. Inter Milan versus Borussia Dortmund. Feyenoord versus Manchester City. PSG versus PSG. Atletico Madrid versus Bayern Munich. Leipzig versus Real Madrid. That's the most interesting one so far. These top 3, honestly. And then Lille versus Liverpool. Obviously, top 8 can't play each other into the quarterfinals. So there is that. We now have Aston Villa, who are we have West Ham, who are currently sitting in 7th. We're going to jump into this game with this team. Let's see what the boys can do. Here we go. West Ham versus Arsenal. Let's see if we can continue our dominance going to this game. Putting 5, 6 past Aston Villa. We put 4 ourselves. See if we can do the same. Odegaard, Gyökeres, Saka from distance, testing the keeper. Areola saves. Kudus, Fulkrug, beautiful pass into Somerville. West Ham 1, Arsenal 0. Odegaard, Martinelli, Gyökeres, instant reply. Have some of that. 1-1. Gyökeres. Saka on his left foot. Bukayo Saka, quick turnaround. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. Somerville, Fulkrug 2-2. West Ham are back in it. Martinelli, Gyökeres, Saka, left foot, off the crossbar, off the keeper, nearly into the back of net. I think he came off the post on that second one. Fulkrug, West Ham have the lead again. It's 3-2. Weaver, Martin Odegaard, 3-3. The captain, who nearly just came off for Waneri. He's actually not the captain. No, I think Declan Rice has a captain armband at the moment. But Waneri draws level here against West Ham. We need the win, though. We need to keep that pressure on Manchester City. Oh, or we might lose. Okay, we're going to lose. 4-3 for West Ham. And there goes the Premier League title. Gabriel Jesus saved. And that will be that. That was our last effort to get the draw. I can't believe we just let Somerville come down the field and score like that. That is insane. Declan. Gabriel Jesus. Martin Odegaard. Into Gyökeres. Can he turn off his defender? He does. Can he get the shot off? He does. It hits the post. It hits the post. West Ham win. Arsenal lose. The Premier League is over. We are going to quick sim this game here against Nottingham Forest. We win 4-1. Gyökeres, Martinelli, and Gabriel, and Gyökeres again. So Gyökeres, Brace, Martinelli, and Gabriel on the score sheet. Man City beat Tottenham. Final game of the episode. We are going to take on Sheffield United in the Premier League. We are going to go ahead and tactical view this one and let the AI get the job done. Saka is in behind. He just splits the defense. Can he find the back of the net? 35 minutes in. Arsenal 1, Sheffield United 0. Martin offside. Martinelli, the most boring game I've ever watched. Arsenal 2, Sheffield United 0. And Gyökeres to make it 3-0 right at the end. They might get one for a consolation goal here, but no, they will not. Gabriel will stop it from happening, and we will win this game. And we are to the semifinals of the FA Cup here after taking down Sheffield United. It's actually not even going to be the FA Cup, the semifinals. It's the quarterfinals now. That was around the 16, so we're in the quarterfinals now. Chelsea win. I don't see Manchester City. So Manchester City must have gotten knocked out. Okay, that's interesting. So Man United and Chelsea are the hardest teams left to go in this competition. And so when we come back next episode, we started straight off with Champions League action against Stade Brestois 29th, and then we have Manchester United, Stade Brestois, and then Chelsea, and then Fulham in the FA Cup. There's a decent chance we actually get through all 5 of those games in tomorrow's episode. So go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and until then, peace out.